Brown, Nathan Brown, crosses centre half forward, given the chance to Montgomery. He will always take it when it's tossed up, and no doubt about it. Each week he's looking to take one. He's taken one early, and an excellent kick to Grant.
Looking sharp early, the Bulldogs. Let's have a look at this champion lineup and shoot at goal. But this time we have a look at one of the great high flyers of the competition, Brent Montgomery, doing a little bit of acting as well, but didn't quite come up with the 50.
So Grant in early form this afternoon. As I said earlier, he's kicked 3 goals in 3 of the last 4 games. 18 goals, 20 is the return. This is always the most nervous time for Bulldog supporters. Grant from 45. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. He's honing in, is Chris Grant. Dogs have 2 on the board. The Kangaroos have only gone forward once for a behind. Here to free. There's a push there. He speaks to him, and all there's a little bit of a push and shove there. It's not as if he didn't come back off the mark. It's not as if he abused the umpire, which is a 50-metre penalty. I'm at loss.
A little bit of panic, I think. Croft. Full forward again. Chris Grant takes the mark. And that will not please Wayne Carey. But this will certainly please Bulldog fans. Chris Grant will have a shot for his second.
He's been clean in the marking, hasn't he, Grant? Yep. That's 3 already this afternoon.
And here comes the North Melbourne runner.
Tim Harrington, a former Bulldog, is the runner now with North Melbourne.
He'd be saying, look, I just bring the messages out. I don't take any back. Chris Grant for his second, 30 metres out. He's done it. He's got 2. Lurking, but he's outmanoeuvred on this occasion. It's pushed wide. The race is on. Brown leads in that race. To Hudson. Proppy old hand pass. Put him under the pump. Rowan Smith comes in for the assist. He loses it. Brown again to Liberatore. That is okay. All Dogs. Libra into the square. Dogs have got the numbers and they've got the talent. Chris Grant in front.
They're just hitting the ball too hard for the Kangaroos at ground level, Gerard. I mean, players, Johnson on the other side just flew through the contest to have a go at it. Numbers here on this near side. They just want the footy too much, no, for the Kangaroos.
Dennis Pagan to be going through the rotations to see what he can come up with. He's got a problem with Chris Grant. Maybe it's time for Mick Martin to have a look at him.
There's a bird's eye view and Chris Grant's view. It matters not. They can do no wrong with the mark. Chris Grant gets his third and joins Brent Montgomery.
But the loose ball was won on the half-forward line, and this is it. Rowan Smith not having a great impact on the game at the moment, but he's still hitting the packs hard. Nathan Brown doing quite well, just getting the ball out into space, but Chris Grant overhead has taken now 4 marks in the forward 50, and 3 of them close to goal.
Nicky Winmar back out on the ground. The Kangaroos, will that one fire them up from Scott Welsh? They certainly need something. Wind again towards Johnson. Out of the middle. It's become a little repetitious. Grant taken high, shrugs the tackle onto the left foot. That is sensational play by Chris Grant. No better answer. Absolutely sensational, and the sign says it all.
Well, it's out of the centre once again. Brad Johnson just quickly onto the boot. This time Mickey Martin getting pushed under the ball, and Chris Grant lets the conversion, lets the silky skills do it all.
Kernan and Wine. The latter has been outstanding. Scott West gets a bad bounce, but he goes again. Shannon Grant on him, but he gets it away to Garlick. Simon Garlick, a high ball to half forward. The mark taken by Darcy. Luke Darcy plays on. Back to Garlick he goes again. This is champagne football to Chris Grant. Having a shot again, 50 metres out and almost directly in front. Two in the first term. 2 in the second term so far to Grant. 378 in his career.
Sandy, such has been the dominance of Matthew Robbins that one of the best tagging players in the competition over the last 10 years, Robert Scott, has come onto the ground to pick him up.
He's been excellent from the word go, Robbins. Chris Grant has been quite sensational down in the forward line too. Now he's got 5. And this, dare I say it, is turning into a rout.
I had a feeling you were going to say it, dare you? Scotty West just, he's done that move about 3 times already today. Dives on the ball, but he's quickly up and looks around for the handball. The quick give gave it to Garlick, who's had plenty of possession in this match. The impact of Chris Grant continues.
Cameron, chip kicks into Michael Martin. A win at centre half back there. Johnson continuing to be a very good player. 25 disposals. Garlick into Grant.
Well, Chris Grant in the first half had 12 possessions. He kicked 5 goals, and he was the one individual player with his 5 goals that set up this victory for the Bulldogs. In the second half, though, he's only had the 5 possessions, and John Blakey closed him down. A very good performance.
So Chris Grant marks the spot on the ground. What that does is just ensure that he runs a straight line as he approaches the goal. There are little options offering on the inside to him. He won't ignore those. But he's marked himself to be straight. Anthony Stevens. Well, maybe the bus did stop and he ran straight into it, Anthony Stevens. Chris Grant. That is a very good kick, Granty. He's back in town for Goldstein. 6 goals to Chris Grant. Wonderful return to goal kicking form.
Just having a look at him, what he's actually done from just that viewpoint has got rid of that sideways step just before he kicks from goal, as he was doing early in the piece. He had a little touch of the goal kicking yips, but if you keep everything going in a straight line and the ball drops in a straight line, generally they go through.